first she was like, your hands are so smooth. Like I never, and I'm like, okay, thanks. You know what I'm saying? And she goes, are you wearing gloves? I'm like, yeah. Like, bitch, shut up. Like, what is it to you? You know, I didn't say that. I'm just thinking. You know them days when you just motherfucking frustrated? I ain't gonna say today is one of them days. This moment is one of them moments. Because I'm trying to get this video out. But fuck all that. No rant. The show must go on. Okay? Now, I hope you watched my previous video, my hyperhidrosis story. Go check that out before you watch this one. This story follows this one. Well, it's not really a story. It's just like basically how did I survive beauty school with hyperhidrosis. If you don't know what hyperhidrosis is, I suggest you Google, figure it out. But just in a nutshell, it's when you sweat profusely. We all sweat, but someone with hyperhidrosis sweats more than normal, okay? And it affects their lives in every way possible. No lie. I had Palmar hyperhidrosis. Yes, had. And after this video, I'm going to follow up with another video to talk about the cure for hyperhidrosis for myself. But how did I survive beauty school with hyperhidrosis? Gloves. Of course. How could I not think of gloves? My background is healthcare. We use gloves for everything. And thinking back, even in the hospital, I never really had an issue with my Palmar hyperhidrosis like that, because you're constantly washing your hands in the hospital. So my hands felt more on the dry side, but they were always cold. It's cold in there. But the only time I would have an issue in the hospital with hyperhidrosis is if it was a code being called the second I got there. Then you gotta hurry up, get the sanitizer, bypass the sink, get the sanitizer, and then try to get that hand in that glove. And it was like, oh my God. But anyway, that's my old life. We're gonna talk about right now. Okay, so the things that we have done in beauty school. Makeup. Okay, like one of my favorite things in the world. So I used to just kind of sit in the lab and be in the corner and do my own makeup. Like I didn't want to do nobody else's makeup, but the girls would ask me, and then like, especially the girls from the other class, like sometimes they'll get downtime and then they'll come over and mingle with our class. And then I know they would ask me, oh, can you apply my lashes or can you do my makeup? And then I would, I think I remember turning down a girl saying I couldn't do it, but really I was busy. And then I did do somebody's lashes though, but I kept having to dry my hand off. I used to walk around with my towel on my shoulder, you know, dry as needed. Never let myself feel embarrassed to do so. I just didn't want to put myself through that extra stress. You know, I would just learn what I could learn and get out, because someday I knew I would be cured. It's like, whatever, let me just get through right now. So for the most part, I'll be in my own little world doing my own makeup and taking pictures or whatever. What else we did? We did facials. They normally do facials bare hand, in my opinion, and nothing to do with the hyperhidrosis. I just felt like if you're going to be washing somebody else's face, you don't want to transfer none of your germs to their face. That's just what I was thinking. And then, you know, like the teacher would kind of make comments to me, or anybody, like, girl, you just so like maybe a germaphobe or something. But no, I'm not a germaphobe. I mean, I'm just taught a certain way, trained a certain way when it comes to sanitation, disinfection, and things like that, because in the hospital we practice universal precaution. So it doesn't matter, like you just put gloves on for whatever. But honestly, now, even though that I'm cured, when I do somebody's facial, I would still wear gloves. Like I don't see myself cleansing someone's face with my bare hands, especially if that person has like acneic skin. Some things could be open. You don't want to put that on your skin, and you anything that could be on your skin, you don't want to transfer it to them and then make their issue even worse. Now, you're supposed to wear gloves with someone who has acne on their face when you're doing a facial, period. Even if you're doing a massage, because massage, like some people use, excuse me, some people have like back knee, and you don't want to, have any cross contamination or anything like that, or make their issue worse, or put anything back to you. Let me see. And you know what? Doing the facials with gloves was pretty easy, And what else? We did body waxing. Now, body waxing, you have to wear gloves. With body waxing, they have vinyl gloves. So those are the clear ones. And because like when you're waxing, it's kind of like a form of exfoliation. So you're taking off superficial layers of the skin. So you want to protect yourself and protect the client's skin. So you need to wear gloves for that. Some girls didn't, or, I should say guys too, or just people, because beauty school is not just for girls. Some people would only put the gloves on when it's time to apply the wax. I noticed like they'll start cleansing with their hand, or like if you have to like apply the oil, then they will just do that bare hand. I did every single step with the gloves on, like whatever. So body waxing, I didn't have the issue with that because you got to wear gloves anyway. Now for the real deal Holyfield massage. Yes, I wore gloves, and these are nitrile gloves. These are some blue ones. At first, I started out with black ones, and sometimes the black ones are hard to find. Like the black ones, like the police officers normally wear. But I made sure that they were nitrile because no one on earth is allergic to nitrile. Truthfully, this is what they use in the hospital. Like, notice how everyone gets treated with gloves because nobody is allergic to nitrile. I made sure that they were not latex. I used to have the black ones, and then I stopped carrying because really we wear all black. So I had the black gloves on, so everything just seemed seamless. Like, yeah, I didn't look out of place. But I stopped carrying, got whatever was available. And I was getting my gloves from Amazon. So, okay, when I walk into the room, I'm about to do the massage. I go through my little routine. I put the bolster. Ask them if they're comfortable. While I'm asking them, are they comfortable? Any adjustments needed with the face crate or whatever? I'm over there putting on my gloves. Now, of course, when I first come into the room, I'm going to be clammy. So just putting on a glove just like that is going to be hard. So what I used to do, I used to have Gold Bond powder. Yeah, that's for feet. But I figure if it's strong enough for the feet, it's going to be strong enough for my hands. So I would put the Gold Bond powder on my hand. Sometimes if I even need, look how, you hear that? Hey, my hand's dry, baby. So sometimes if I needed to, I would spray alcohol like on my hand and try to get it dry. But I will put that Gold Bond powder, then I'll be able to slip into my gloves real easily, and then boom, I'm back over there to them. And it's like they don't even realize what I just did. Like they're already face down in the face cradle. Now, some people need help. They need adjustments, so they may see. But at this point, nobody never questioned me. They didn't really care. They're here for their massage. They're ready to relax, And I only had one incident with one lady where she was like, "Are you wearing gloves?" Like first she was like, "Your hands are so smooth." Like and I'm like, "Okay, thanks." You know what I'm saying? And she goes, "Are you wearing gloves?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, bitch, shut up. Like, what is it to you? I didn't say that. I'm just thinking it. You know what I'm saying? Just like, well, I think I prefer it without the glove. So I'm like, well, in my head, well, I'm comfortable with the gloves. Like, what am I supposed to do? I took off one glove, dried my hand off. I have steam towels already there, so I dried my hand with the steam towel, put some sanitizer or whatever. Then I put oil, and then I come back to her, right? And then I have one glove on and one glove off, and then like I'm letting her see what my hand feels like, But she liked it better, but I'm like, I'm uncomfortable because if my hands start getting more perfused, like this is disgusting, But then I just let her know, like, I'm comfortable with the glove. Like, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what she's talking about. This is me. I'm doing the service. If you want to go somebody else won't wear no gloves, go to somebody else. Whatever. I can't get in trouble. This is my school. I'm paying them. Y'all know my condition when I signed up. Hey, I'm putting my glove back on. I'm not gonna do this. This is disgusting. So I put my glove back on, and then I finish with the massage. And then, of course, she's going to tell my teacher, like, oh, she, went on with the gloves or whatever. But no, I didn't just go on. I did give you what you want, but I'm not comfortable. What people need to realize, and not even with something like this, but even if it was something else, like something that you're not comfortable doing, maybe it's a modality, maybe it's like deep tissue. Somebody, probably came in for Swedish, right? And then once they're on the table, they're like, oh, well, I don't think I like this. Can we go with deep tissue? And maybe you're not comfortable doing deep tissue. So then you just let them know that. Versus just going on, possibly hurting yourself and hurting them, you have to do what's comfortable for you. I cannot allow somebody to make me do something that I'm not comfortable in. And then it messes up, just the whole experience. And then maybe it messes up my flow, Bump that. You don't like it, you go somewhere else. But I didn't get in trouble. They knew my situation. It was what it was. Because after every client, they have to give feedback to the teacher. And it is what it is. That was probably like my only complaint. And that's what she complained about. Something that was beyond my control. I've never gotten a complaint about, oh, it was terrible. Never got a complaint about my attitude. Nothing. So my rep there was good. I ain't had nothing to worry about. But come to find out, like, apparently she wasn't too dissatisfied because how about this lady booked me again? Like, requested me. So I'm like, okay, I hope she know it's going to be a glove situation because I told her don't come back to me now. You know what I'm saying? She came back. So I'm like, she can't be too mad. And actually, that ended up making me look good to the educator because I'm like, well, if it was so bad, why would she book me again? There's other students here. But hey, now, basically, how I got through beauty school with hyperhidrosis was with gloves. Moreover than that, I would say in the beginning, I knew when it was time to say, hey, I have this condition because I'm going to be working with other people. Yes, the gloves got me through the practicals, but it was me being open and honest in the beginning with everyone. I only had a small class of 3. Even though the other class used to combine with us sometimes and we would work together, that's because we just, like we all kind of became friends and we mingled and it was okay. But for the most part, I was honest about my situation. I didn't let it embarrass me. I wasn't going to allow it to, because when somebody, like even if I didn't speak on it, they were going to realize that something was going on with me anyway. So instead of me stressing myself out trying to hide it, why not just let them know what it was? We was an intimate group. I was only one of 3 students. We were good, So I say, why give someone else the power to even potentially make fun of me because they think that I'm embarrassed when I could just own it and say, hey, this is the situation. You know what I'm saying? When we're doing practicals and I'm getting a massage, just don't rub my hands, because when you're getting a massage, people do have restrictions. They have reservations. Some people say, oh, don't touch my feet. A lot of ladies say, don't touch my scalp, my hair, da-da-da. It is what it is. So just skip my hands, period. And then just know when I massage you, I'm going to be wearing gloves because I don't want to be sweating all over you. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to pretend like I don't have a condition and then be doing things that's just disgusting to me. Hey, whatever. I'm not saying that's like what I have is this disgusting. I'm saying like to be sweating on someone is like, and I think it's rude. Like, you say what's going on with you. And because I owned it, nobody said nothing to my face. I don't give a crap if they said some shit behind my back. But guess what? You ain't talking crap to my motherfucking face. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you going through doesn't have to be this situation. Own it. Okay? Because when people see that you're not ashamed and you walk around with your head up high, you take the power away from them. It's like, oh, I can't talk about her. I can't talk crap. I can't bully her. I can't say anything to her face because she owns it. Everybody knows. That's no fun to talk about it because everybody knows. Like, Another trick I used to do, because we had to go out in the front to greet the client and bring them back in. So we had to go greet them and shake their hand and then lead them to the spa area. So I used to have my steam towels already ready. I would carry a steam towel in my hand to keep my hand like warm, or I'll make sure I have like a dry towel, neatly wrapped over my arm like this. So, and I had my clipboard. So I always look professional. If I had to just go like this real quick, you know, like it'll be a quick way to help dry it, but my hands were always cold. I used to hate when people used to make comments like, oh, your hands are so cold or whatever. Yeah, even people who knew me personally like know the situation. Like, why would you even come in here and say that? Because but a stranger, they don't know, so they're gonna say, oh, your hands are cold. So then you gotta follow up with the line. You know the line. Oh yeah, cold hands, warm heart, blah blah blah. So that's another thing. But really, it's not. Oh, and you know what else? We had a freaking time clock. There was a clock on the wall, and if you go look at my "Come With Me to Beauty School" video, you will see me punching into the clock. But by this time, I was already comfortable with coming in. So I was able to have my hands dry enough to punch into that clock. When I first was coming, that clock gave me so much anxiety. And when you got your number, you had to like let it read your hand like several times. So when you come in, it'll just recognize your hand immediately. That clock gave me so much anxiety. You have to punch in your number and then put your hand on the scanner, and then sometimes it would not read, and I was like, oh my god, like, is there another way? And it's like they just wasn't understanding, like, what do you mean? Like, nobody really got it at first, but I was able to just get over it. I would have to calm myself down in the morning, have a napkin in my hand, and if you really pay attention to that video, you'll see I had a napkin in my hand going towards the door when I was just getting to school, because I'm about to go punch into that clock. This is real life situations. This mess with your life for real, for real. It's getting dim outside. It's probably going to rain. Oh well. Rain is my favorite type of weather. I hope my video is not so dark. What else? So those are just some of the things that I had to do to get through beauty school. Keep the hand towels. Keep the steam towels to warm your hand. Keep the gloves. The gloves are your friend. And look, the gloves are so full. Like, I don't need the gloves now. I don't need the gloves. And I'm so happy that I don't have to go through this now that I'm actually in the field and seeing real clients. I'm just truly happy. I'm truly blessed. I remember in the program, I used to say, oh, I'm going to get the surgery. I'm going to get through this. Like, yeah, like, I didn't even have a date set, but I was already saying, yeah, I'm going to get the surgery, like it's coming up. And sure enough, it really was coming up. And I really felt like God blessed me to find like the right doctor for me. And everything was perfect timing. I felt like I was on the right life path, because I was, I took a leap of faith and I went to the school anyway without letting it, without letting myself feel defeated by my condition. And right when, when school was over, I studied for my state boards, and the same week that I scheduled my test date for my state board for massage therapy, I said, I'm going to schedule my surgery a few days after that. Right? So 2 important things were in the same week. I was like, I don't want to go through this surgery. I don't know what to expect. I don't know how the healing time is really going to be. I want to get my state board test out the way before the surgery. And I was praying that I passed, because if I didn't pass, I'll be bummed to go to the surgery, But thank the Lord, I passed my state board test for massage therapy on my first try. I was so happy. I felt like everything is aligning up for me in the right way. I'm on my journey. I'm where I'm supposed to be. Everything is happening when it's supposed to happen. That's how I was feeling. I was feeling so like high on good energy. So I passed my test, and then a few days later I had to go get ready, because I was actually going to have my surgery date. So I felt like massage and everything in the beauty and wellness world was what I was supposed to be doing. it was confirmation for me. You know, I was so happy. So that's it. That's how I got through beauty school with hyperhidrosis. If anybody has any questions for me or comments, or if it's something else that you're doing in beauty school that maybe I'm not, maybe you're doing hair or something, maybe you need tips, you can always reach out to me on here. You can always leave a comment, and I always respond to anyone's comment. You can DM me on Instagram at Ashley Beauty Official. I'm also on Facebook at Ashley 3 times, spell Ashley 3X. And yeah, y'all, that's it. So shout out to all my beauty schoolers, and I wish you the best. And if you're going through hyperhidrosis and whatever it is that you're involved in, just persevere and just figure out your options, figure out what works for you, and always stay prayed up, of course. But just know that you can get through life. Sometimes nobody understands, you feel bombed, but you can really persevere, and it is a cure out there. Okay, and in my next video I'm going to talk about it, my ETS surgery story. So y'all stay tuned. Love y'all. Thanks for watching.